This is a show that we are producing on our own. For the first time ever, we're going to do our own show for the Big E. And it's an idea that Mike Brewer of Wheeler Dealers pitched me a few years ago. You know, when you get to the word collectible or collector car, you know, there are classic cars out there. There's just some great antique restored cars. So when you get to collector, they're more like, there's maybe few built, and maybe they're just very unique, something very unique and different that you wouldn't see every day. We have a 1906 Duryea built here in Springfield. Not a car you're going to see every day. That's a collector car. There's not too many of them around. So I was looking for something like, now a collector car can be a 1906. It could be a 2015 also. The good part about my job is I'm also a car guy, so I know a little history of the cars, and I've been able to be associated with these car guys over the last few years. So I've learned a lot about what's going to make it and what's not going to. Find the cars. We had to find the celebrities. We had to find the announcer. We had to build a specific ramp to bring the cars up onto. All of that, you know, there's got to be a breakfast and a lunch provided. There's got to be swag provided. We had to do all of that. So it took a year, you know, just to plan it and just for us to be confident that we could pull this off. And he said, so what are you calling it? I said, well, it's the first annual Collector Car Experience show here at the Big E. And he said, annual? That must mean you're going to do it again. I said, yeah, you're darn right we're going to do it again. Well, you know, it's our 100th anniversary next year. So yes, we're trying to plan a big opening day ceremony, and there might be an opening evening ball type event. So that is a big thing. You're going to see a lot of advertising going out about our centennial. You're going to probably see some of the buildings decorated back to the way they were in 1916. You know, it's a huge undertaking. They're not going to look exactly the way they were, but buildings like we're in today, the Coliseum, my favorite building. You know, there's a lot of things that are missing off of this building that were here in 1916. Better Living Center and the Horse Barn also. So you're going to see a lot of upgrades and a lot of what we did back 100 years ago. There's also a connection, Rick and Kelly Dale. We are presenting them with an item today that they don't know about just yet, that we want them to take back home, restore, and then bring back to us. We bought this bike and we were wondering if you would restore it for our 100th anniversary. What do you guys think?
I'd be honored, and I'd be love to. 100-year anniversary?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The deal, if you restore it, you got to bring it back and present it to us here. What do you think?
Okay,
Come
hold
back
on.
next year and do it?
Yeah, so all you guys out there.
I mean, you know, they brought up a bunch of different things for us to look at and talk about, but to be able to actually restore something for the 100th anniversary of the Big E, that's a big thing. That's a huge thing. And you know, they said when we were coming in the building, they said the Coliseum here was 100 years old. Well, I didn't know that the Big E was also that same age. So that's pretty dang cool. Yeah. You know, what we don't see this time, we'll see next time. You know, this is a huge park. What's it say, 175 acres of exhibits and stuff? We won't get through all that. We've got a bunch of stuff to do. We've got to go do the parade next. And so I can't wait to come back. Yeah.